Hello, everybody, and I hope everyone is having an amazing Saturday. It's a beautiful day today. So, I guess I just wanted to come and tell a little bit about my own personal journey. So, growing up, I was a fairly slender child and had my first baby around the time had just made 19. By the time I was 35, I had had 7 babies. Now, normally when I would get pregnant, I wouldn't put on too much weight. I would end up losing weight because I was like always sick for complete first trimester. Throwing up, nauseous, sick was my name all the time. But the last baby I had, which is 7, while I was experiencing that pregnancy, I was pretty depressed. All my other pregnancies I had postpartum depression, but this last baby, it was major depression. Around that time was having some issues in my relationship, which we all experience, and my brother suddenly passed away. I remember going to my OB-GYN and just literally sitting there on the table crying. My doctor told me that I was depressed and I needed some medication. So what they prescribed me some antidepressants. So around the age of 35, 36, I began to take these antidepressants while I was pregnant, had my son, and for whatever reason stayed depressed. Put on more weight than I had put on before with any of my other babies. And once you have a baby around 35, 36, it's a lot harder to lose the weight. When you're getting close to your 40s, that metabolism completely slows down and it is hard to lose weight. I had told my husband, I'm like, you know what? I'm getting so big. I mean, my arms have always been, so I'm like, I'm big from the top up. Slender on the bottom, big top. So I normally have big arms, I have a fat face, I'll have a big chin, big breast, thick back, and nice sized gut. But while the rest of my body is small. And my arms, I never measured them. Well, I did, but my arms was probably almost like 35 inches. It was pretty big. And just getting bigger and bigger. And my husband, for whatever reason, he couldn't see it. But I knew I was getting bigger, and I was getting more and more depressed. This went on for a few years. And around the age of 39, I said, you know what, G? I can't do this no more. I can't keep being on somebody's antidepressant. One antidepressant stopped working, so they put me on a different prescription and taking another one. I'm not going to be stuck in this, taking someone else's medication, being unhappy, not feeling fulfilled. So I decided to do something about it. And the reason why I started the fitness journey was because I did not want to be on medication any longer. I figured that maybe possibly going to the gym, that it would start to make me feel better. So approximately 3 years ago, I got my first personal trainer. So we worked out, it wasn't like one-on-one, but we was working out in a group setting. At that point, when I first started, I was close to 200 pounds. I was right on the tipping scale of 200 pounds. I was 200 pounds. I was miserable. My clothes didn't fit, and I was depressed. Okay? One of the worst times in my life. Marriage was suffering. I wasn't loving myself, and I had to do something about it. I had to take my health and my wealth into my own hands, my mind into my own hands. So I started working out and doing group training and fell in love. And yes, it was hard. It was hard. But when I got done working out, it's like them endorphins released, and I had a natural high that I could not explain. I couldn't explain it. And it's so simple. It was going to work out. So I decided around that time to quit taking the medication. No more antidepressants for me. We are going to change the way we eat. And we are going to change the way we look at fitness. And that's what I did. And that was 3 years ago. And since then, I heard someone saying that they didn't know what my journey was and how did I get to this point. And so this is why I'm doing this video. So you'll know what I did to get to this point. You know, someone mentioned like, well, what was you taking? Like, I used to do something called Keto OS and Herbalife. Yeah, all that's great. Those are supplements. Right? Those are tools to help you. Do you have a toolbox of different things you use? Supplements are tools. But what you have to do is, what I did was I put the work in. There's no way around it. I didn't have surgery. I wasn't doing anything crazy. I went to the gym. I went to the gym and I was consistent with it. That's the key. You want to have the benefits of losing weight, you have to be consistent in it. So I went to the gym. I started making sure I went to the gym at least 2 or 3 times a week. Changing the way that I ate, I would kind of cut out the sugar as much as possible. Cut the sugars out. Cutting out as many bad carbs as possible. We're all still human. So, I will lie to you if I say I never ate a cookie or a cake once I started my journey. That's not the truth. I still eat it once in a blue moon, but I make sure that I'm not eating or consuming the garbage every single day. It's about your nutrition. It's really honestly 80% nutrition. You go to the gym all day, every day. You could be in there 8 hours a day. But if you leave there, and I've said this before, if you go leave and you eat, Burger King and McDonald's or whatever else afterwards, there's no point. You're not losing anything. Nothing is changing. So you have to change the way you think about fitness. You got to change the way you think about health. You have to change the way you think about nutrition. So if what you can do, simply starting off is cut down your portion sizes. If you overeat a lot, cut down the portion sizes. Replace sugary drinks. This is what I did. I replaced all my sugary drinks, right? Because back then, man, I was drinking Pepsi, and more Pepsi. I would get Pepsi. Me and my husband would get a Pepsi, and then he'll go buy a lemonade and mix the two. Best, amazing taste. So I took out the sugary drinks because a lot of times we don't even understand how many calories we're consuming because of all this drinks that we're drinking. So cut that out. Water only. Water, protein shakes. If you want to drink a little coffee sometimes, a little bit of tea. Coffee not the best for you, but replace any sugary drinks. Cut the orange juice out. Cut the apple juice out. Unless you're doing a cold press, you're doing it yourself, then that's a different story. But to go to, say, Aldi's and buy a big thing of orange juice, this stuff is dangerous. If you look on the side, on the label, you'll see that apple juice and orange juice normally have at least 30, I'm going to say maybe 25 grams of sugar in it. And not to mention the carb load, the carbs that you're consuming as well. And so that is my journey. And so right now, as we speak, I lost about 35 pounds. And that was from changing my diet. Back in the day, I did Keto OS. Ketones was purely for energy. That's all that supplement did. Herbalife is great if you need a jump start on your weight loss journey. But these things those things should only be bridges to help you get from one point to the other. What you need to do is consistently work out, change the way you eat, change the timing of when you eat, and make sure you cut a bunch of those snacks and sugar out. Drink your water. So let's see what else. So right now as we speak, I'm at about 163 pounds. And then someone came up to me today and said, I knew about your brand and what you're doing, but I got confused when you put up a post that you have a personal trainer. Yes, I now have a personal trainer myself, and that personal trainer is going to help me further my career because yes, I can admit I'm a very transparent person. Why do I have to lie about anything? I need help too. I'm at a plateau. I've been at a plateau for the last year, and I need someone who is wiser and who has more advice to help me to get over that plateau. You'll find trainers out here that they'll say that they'll act like they did it all by themselves. Nobody get anywhere without someone else. No matter what you do, no matter what business you do, you need other people to help you. So that trainer, yes, she is going to help me to get to that next level. And the things that she's teaching me will be things that I can learn, and then I can take that information and implement to my clients. It doesn't change the brand of Body by Bazil. The brand of Body by Bazil is on point, is on focus. My brand is me. My brand is about health and wealth and peace and love. And that's what G is about. Someone said, and I don't like the whole gossipy thing, but someone said, well, I would be interested in working out with her. A friend told me this, right? I would be interested in working out with her, but I don't know, how she got to where she was at. What did she really do? That's like going to you down in the neighborhood and you see beautiful houses, right? And you go and ask the builder what tools exactly did he use. But at the end of the day, that's fine. Those are tools. Those products that I use were just tools to help me to get to where I'm at. But none of them really helped me, to be honest. What helped me was my mind and my determination to be better. That's what helped me. My consistency to keep going. That's it. I know I'm going off on it. That's it. So it's simple. You want to be successful, make sure you keep doing what you have to do, right? Start wherever you're at. Start now. Don't keep waiting. Don't keep looking at me. Don't keep looking at other people. Start where you're at right now. Everybody is on different levels, but hopefully with the same journey in mind, to be better, to be greater than you are today. The only competition that you should have in life is not with someone else. The only competition you should have in life is with the person you were yesterday. The person you was just an hour ago. That's your competition. Compete with yourself. If we compete with ourselves, this world be a much better place. But we're always comparing ourselves to the next person, what they doing and what they got. No worry about what you doing and what you have, and you stay on track and you stay on point with your life. Quit living your life through the lens of someone else's life. Take control of you. So anyway, that's my journey. I'm so excited about continuing on. I'm so excited about being able to help more and more people as the years go on. If anyone ever have any questions about how I got here, or any questions about different tools I've used, supplements, please, I am an open book. If anybody know me, G is about peace. Well, my husband might say something different. About peace and love and health and wellness. I put up a post the other day. It said something to the effect of, if you don't take care of your body, right, where else are you going to live? We only get one body, one physical body that the Most High gives us. And the very gift that the Most High gives us, we abuse it and we take for granted what we have. Appreciate the gift. The gift is this. This the gift. What else do you need? You got the gift. You got the body. You got the mind. You got the spirit. You got the breath. You got the ka. You got the piranha. What other things do you need? Take care of yourself. Take care of those things. Thank the Most High for what you have. Daily, when you wake up, give thanks. And if you live life through gratitude, you will get that much more back. So anyway, you all, I had to come in and do this video. And I love you all. Thank you for my clients who've been sticking with me. You guys rock with me. And I love you all so much for trusting in me and believing that I can help you on your journey. My client just the other day, 2 days ago, that was yesterday, inboxing me and texting me, and I didn't see the messages. And she said, did you see the post that I put up? She was like, "Did you see the message I sent you on Facebook?" And I'm like, "No, let me check." So I go in my inbox and she's lost 20 pounds. You know what I mean? And I was a part of that. So even though we work out twice a week, but she continues to work out on her own. And that means the world to me, to be able to be there and to celebrate victories and to help somebody and to give them hope and to see that this is something that can be accomplished and you can do this. You can do it. You can do whatever you put your mind to. You have the power. So with that being said, love you all. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you soon.